Okay, we got the rest of our 12 amp wires, 12 volt wires run. So right here we'll have this switch that will turn on our porch light on the outside. We have 12 volt wires coming down from the ceiling. These will be for overhead lighting, as will that one right there for over the couch. There also will, the wire, as you can see, actually comes down over here. I'll have to secure it, of course. And then it just runs along here down to the batteries. Same thing with the other side. And then there will be a short piece of wire going from the batteries to the light underneath the bed. Okay, next we're going to move on to the sink and put the drain in. I don't think we'll put the faucet in today, but we have it. So let's see what we can do. Okay, we got our sink, we've got our drain. We're putting plumber's putty around it. We're gonna put it in the hole, tighten up the nut, and then assemble the rest of it. Okay, we're gonna be tightening the nut now. And what has worked for me in the past is I always take a pair of needle nose and put them inside the drain slightly, and that way I can hold it from it spinning when I'm turning the nut. Okay, we've got the drain in the sink and the pipe coming down. I couldn't have called that much closer, could I? Oh well. All right, let's see what we can do next. I think what we're gonna do next, don't want anything getting stuck in the pipe. We have for our water inlet on this really nice metal one. It's about twice as much as the plastic, but it shouldn't deteriorate as bad in the sunlight, which happens down here in Florida. So we need to drill a hole through the side of the bus. So let's see what we can do. Okay, what we did is I've measured from the floor up and from the sink over exactly where I wanted it on the inside, and I've already drilled the outside hole, made sure that the fitting will fit, and now we'll be drilling the inside hole. Okay, we got the main hole drilled, and then the three ones that are just holding it steady. I want to use stainless steel, but I don't have any today, so I'm just going to use pop rivets and then drill them out later and put in the stainless. Okay, this is the inside of the water supply, and it came with a few things. We have a stainless steel ring, another gasket, and then a nut with 2 set screws on it to make it even tighter, I guess. So we're going to be putting those on now. We're going to go reasonably tight. We don't want it moving, but these are hollow walls, of course, so we're going to not tighten it so much that they collapse. And all we have to do now is tighten those little set screws, and maybe we will get to the faucet today. We'll take a look. Right, now that the drain is in and the water supply is partially in, we need to go ahead and put in the faucet. And this is the faucet I have, single throw, since we have no hot water heater. It's just incoming water. There's several places I could put this. I can fit it back here, which is the standard place to put it, but I'm thinking of putting it here. Don't ask me why. It's partially because of the shelf underneath and the water supply, and there's a 2x4 running back here, so this would make this very thin. So even if it's set back from the middle a little bit, I'm thinking of putting it towards the back and on the side. I guess it's my decision. Okay, we got the hole. We can start putting in the faucet. It's got a nice gasket on it, so I think it will be good. Put a little bit of silicone down just in case. I'll be all set. Okay, small problem, which I knew might be a problem, so nothing too big. The threaded part of the faucet won't come down far enough, and I knew ahead of time this might be a problem, so I ordered one extra long. But with this plywood underneath the counter, it's just a little too thick and I can't get any threads on for the water supply. So we're gonna cut this out with a grinder real quick. Okay, we've got that all drilled out. As you can see, it did make a difference. And the faucet is in. So there we go. Once we get water, we should be good. Okay, and here's our connection wire, cable, hose. This is a 5-foot dishwasher, and with the hose and with the 2 nuts on them, it will hook to the water supply and the faucet. As you can see, it's a single throw faucet. I don't know if I said before, no hot water heater, so we're just bringing in the water that is available. And first of all, we put thread tape on here so we don't have leaks. So we won't be able to test it for a while, so let's see how it works. Well, okay, we got that piece of wood out, so we were able to put the faucet in and get the supply line down to the supply. So we're gonna move on to one more thing for the day, and that's installing our inverter charger. We have to put a piece of plywood on this wall and then hang the inverter charger. Pretty simple, hopefully. All right, the inverter charger is in. Rerouted a couple wires, but that's done. We got the water installed today. We got porch light ready to be hooked up. We got the faucet in today. The water supply inside hooked up today. What else did we do? Now we finished the 12-volt wiring over here. Gotta get some of that stuff that you wrap the wires with. That's the best I could do to hide that one without drilling a bunch of holes. So we secured a little bit more of the wire and got that in. So I think that's plenty for the day.